enter the Octopus Guard. Guys, in this video, we're gonna look at one of my favorite guard systems, how to control my partner, sweep them, and much more. Check it out. What's up, YouTube, and welcome to the Octopus Guard. Today we're going to look at the fundamentals of entering, controlling, sweeping from the Octopus Guard. Guys, I really love this guard. It almost made a chapter in our active guard DVD. The only reason I kept it out because it got too long. I wanted to focus on close guard entries, and this just fell out of the system. But I recently did a seminar on this in beautiful Greece a few weeks ago, and people love the seminar. I think it's a really cool guard, so I'm here today to show it to you guys on YouTube. Not everything, you should have been at a seminar this way or see me in another seminar, but let's just get to it, guys. Now, a concept that I really like to look for with the octopus is, listen to this, guys. A lot of people tell me, hey, as I try to play octopus or go for octopus, yada, 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 doesn't work. Guys, listen to this. You are not going for the octopus. The octopus comes to you. And this is very important because if I'm chasing the octopus, you can do the octopus, by the way, from close guard, half guard, or even from side control and bottom positions. Today, because I don't want to make a system for 45 minutes or an instructional, we're going to keep it with the half guard. But the octopus is also very valuable here in close guard, from side control or guard recoveries, whatever. Today we're going to do the half guard. What's very important, guys, is as I go towards the octopus. Now, a bit conceptual, what I really like, could you open your arms, please? What I really like you to understand is if we're playing half guard, I want to attack this field, this field, this field, this one, or here for the legs. So I can reach for overhooks, I can reach for dogfight underhooks, I can reach for kimura traps, kimura entries or sweeps, or in this case, the octopus. So as I'm playing my half guard, I'm not going to reach and go up because she will just cross-face me or pull up and I cannot build the height. The thing is, I'm playing the octopus usually as I'm defending the crossface. So she wants to crossface me and she wants to push forward. That is when I'm entering from my octopus. This is very important because the more my partner pushes forward and tries to crossface me and goes into my guard, the easier my entry becomes. Otherwise, I'm chasing them and it's very hard for me to get that height. So look, if Zilver's leaning a little bit back and I try to go for the octopus, she'll just pull her arm out as I go, or I try to control this 2-on-1 and I go for the octopus, she just sits up and it's very hard for me to chase that position. So usually, if I'm here and they're not putting a lot of pressure, cool, I can upgrade, get to butterfly guard and disengage and just get back square. So they need to put some pressure. Or I am attacking from the Z-guard with other attacks or leg entries, whatever. We have a lot of videos. One of our popular guards is the Z-guard and a specific video on Z-guard leg locks. Check that out. Now back to the topic. Guys, the octopus guard, I want them to cross-face me. As they're doing so, I'm blocking the cross-face, either like this, or with 2 frames. In this case, I don't want to swim in for the octopus and only have one hand controlling that crossface. She can pummel the hand out, yes, and start cross-facing me again, flatten me out in the guard. As I'm here, I want to be 2-on-1 here, and I want to club my elbow underneath her elbow, behind her tricep. You see that? So I'm not swimming with my hand, yeah? I'm swimming with my elbow as I pull her in. My knee kicks out as I lift up for the octopus. Now, this is what happens a lot with people as they get up. I want to build height. So look at my elbow. I can keep control of this hand here. Now cross-face me with the left. It's very hard, yeah? No matter how strong they are, you can keep a good grip here, but it's better for me to build height. Now, next off, a lot of people are grabbing the hip or behind the back here. Now, if I'm here, even if I have some height, she can swing her arm back and cross-face me and put me back down on the mat. So for me, it's very important here, and I think Craig Jones does a really good job explaining this in his instructional, on instead of reaching for the opposite side, is I want to make this back elbow movement to her tricep, like so. Now, if she wants to cross-face back, I'm blocking that arm, yeah? Even better if I push up and get more height and I'm closer with my head. Now, I want you to focus on this first and then grab the armpit. Now, cross-face me, that's going to be very hard. Even though Zilver is very flexible, yeah, she's not reaching for that head there. So, once we're here, I want you to focus more on pushing this elbow back as opposed to reaching something. Now, as we're here, I want to build height and get up from my elbow to my hand. We're going to look at 2 sweeps to start off, one towards my left and the other one towards my right, and they're going to help each other out. The more she leans to defend the one, I'm going to do the other. So the first one, I'm going to switch my hooks. My left foot is going to make an outside hook, a Kosoto hook, on the instep of her foot. Now, I'm going to sweep her to that direction. I'm going to lift, torque the knee, so I'm going to lift the lower leg away, torque the knee. As I flip my partner over, I can use my hand to assist and get to this Ushiruke Katami position, like so. Now, we have to prevent the fact, we have to be aware of the fact that we can get an infinite octopus loop here. She can immediately set up to octopus on this side because my back is exposed. So it's a bit harder because of leg configuration, but I'm exposing my back. So that means that after the sweep, just gonna do this real quick if you want to see it again. just follow up. So pommel, build height, back elbow, get the Kosoto hook. As I sweep, I block this leg and I stay high. I can either use this to go for back takes or swim over, get to a mount position, yeah, and make sure I establish a good position after I sweep. So that's the Kosoto hook, sweeping to the outside position, or in my case, left. If my partner reacts, once again, guys, I'm not reaching for the octopus, I'm waiting for them to come in, yeah? As I pommel, go up, build height, back elbow. As my partner tries to fight me and lean back, I can either block the shin or pull it in as I base and hip bump sweep. Now you're gonna injure your partner with the ankle if you wanna go that direction. You're gonna flip, it's very hard to flip here. Guys, I'm just turning the corner. I can keep this Kosoto hook, or I can still be here and never have the Kosoto hook anyway. So just start with the first sweep here. As I block so she doesn't base, yeah? If she does base and I cannot block the foot, it gives me so much angle to start attacking here for leg locks, entries, or reguards, yeah? If at any time my partner isn't pressuring forward in the octopus, I can hip out and take their back. So I didn't mention this yet, but today I'm gonna look at sweeps. But mind you, the octopus is a very good position for me to just sweep back, get my butterfly hook in, and start chasing back takes or truck entries or whatever, yeah? So this is really good for me to take the back to the sweep. As I'm here, now we're going for the hip bump sweep. I'm going to block. I can start off with the Kosoto sweep, get a reaction, have her lean back, and I'll turn the corner, and we do a hip bump sweep. Get to the same position. We have the same problem. She can see my back, so I need to block the leg, yeah, or look for my own crossface, yeah. I can get to half guard, chest to chest passing. That doesn't matter, but be aware that you have to follow up. Now, these are the two sweeps I want to talk with you today. The problem is, if we go to one side and she leans back, we go to the other side. If she goes to the other side, we go to the first side. So the hip bump sweep and the Kosoto sweep, I think they're really good. They're going to be your bread and butter. From that octopus, we can do a lot of really cool back takes. Yeah? We can do some cool inverse, some cool stuff. Today, I want to fix another problem. It's a problem of the crossface. Now, mind this. I showed you a few ways to prevent the crossface. Now, what if I'm here, she is very strong, or you're fighting a partner who's very heavy, and he does get a crossface? Boom. If I'm here and I keep looking, so we just got to watch the mic, guys, so Silver's going to be a bit higher with this crossface. But if I'm here, I look towards her feet, she will just flatten me out. Push, yes. I'll get smashed in this guard. I gave up my knee shield, my Z-guard, my frames, everything. If I cannot get up, yeah, and I'm here and she pushes really, really back into me and she's cross-facing, you can be a bit lower, yes, perfect. Here, and I keep looking that direction, I will get smashed. What we're going to do now is, as we're here, I'm going to accept the fact that I didn't beat the crossface battle, and I'm going to scoop in for the leg, yeah, and cover it. So here. Now get the crossface again. Now we're just going to be a little bit careful here with the audio, guys, so you can still hear what's going on. As I scoop the leg, I'm going to figure four. It doesn't necessarily, you can block the shin, you can grab your hands. I like to just hug the knee here. Figure four. Now it's very important that my forehead goes on the floor. Now cross-face me as hard as you can. Stretch me out. This ain't happening. Now guys, mind you, in my seminar, if you're watching like, yeah, but sure, maybe you have some pounds on her. I did this with some American guy who had like 50 pounds on me. It's very hard, try this yourself, to now use that crossface, stretch me out. Now we're here. Now I'm gonna finish this sweep, watch this. As we're here, I'm not looking to the feet. My forehead is on the floor. The only reason I'm lifting now is to explain to you guys. Look at my feet. I'm gonna switch, get that same Kosoto hook I was working for. If her feet are too much towards each other, I can use my bottom foot to push it away. Then get that Kosoto hook. Now I'm gonna get this foot underneath my axis and build up to my knee as I base on my forehead. Watch. 1, 2. And from here, I'm just gonna push off and flip her over. So it's kind of the same sweep we did before, like a hip bump sweep, but let's call this a very low hip bump if they cross-face you. Yeah, if you want to see it again, just rewind. But instead of the hip bump going explosively and we build the height, we have the height battle, we won the cross-face battle, now we do get smashed in cross-face, and in that instance, we're gonna grab the knee, hug, base out. Now just solo, so you can see what's happening with the leg work. As we're here, I have the leg, my forehead goes on the mat, I'm gonna use the foot, get the Kosoto hook, and now look, I'm gonna base from that hook, that foot, lift my hip up, base on my forehead, so this hip gets light, and I can pull this leg out, 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 and from there I can push and sweep them over to the opposite way. Now I hope that looks as funny as it felt showing it. Just rewind to see the full technique. Let's keep it with that, guys. I have some really cool back takes and more stuff from the octopus. If you want, become a member to our channel, look on Patreon, you can see my full seminar in Greece, or check out way more content, you can see all the other stuff. See you in the next one. Oes.